You look at each of these teams' rosters, lots of guys who have spent tons of time in the league, Brent.
And these guys know each other so well, B.A. Whether it's this team or playing on other teams, they've seen these faces, they recognize the moves. We'll see tonight who can outthink the other.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. Ball against Westbrook. Pass to Durant. That shot off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Durant. First personal foul. First team foul.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Now Los Angeles with it.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Morris for 3. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And it's Phoenix's ball. Durant with a screen on Westbrook. Lets it fly. Paul with the bucket.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Leonard for 3. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Durant. Ooh, poked away. Oh, George with a steal. The 3 is up. And the Clippers miss again. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Durant. And here's Craig, guarded by Morris. That's good from Craig. On the assist by Durant.
And KD keeping his head up that time, becoming a playmaker.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Booker to the paint. Ayton passes to Craig. Shot clock at 6. Ball against Westbrook. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Down low. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Releases. Covington finds George. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Even back at Texas when he was in college, KD would shoot that 3. It would look good the moment it left his hand then. It still does.
Now here's George for 3. Covington. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Westbrook against Paul. Covington passes to George. Back to Covington. Now here's Zubats. For 3, George. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Now here's Paul. The kick to Durant. 27 seconds left in the first quarter.
And that one right there, that's the play with KD and that rip through. That move is so good that the league started to consider how they'd rewrite the rule book for guys reaching in.
Highland, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
George hits them both. Inside, Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
1 second left. It's tipped. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son,
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from 3-point land.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Craig in at the small forward position. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Brent at the center position, it does feel like we're seeing a re-emergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one. And I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Powell passes to Leonard. There's the triple.
Well, he keeps adding strength and conditioning through the years. A big help to Kevin Durant there on the defensive end.
It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Powell outside. Zubats with a screen on Durant. Leonard passes to Zubats. To the middle. Double team on Leonard. 5 on the clock. For 3, Covington. It's hauled in by the Suns.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, I like how focused they've been on getting the opposition into foul trouble, as well as coming through at the free throw line.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Powell. Leonard with the ball. Warren covering. Here's Powell. That shot off the mark. Hey, nice D from Ross. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Leonard for three. And the Clippers miss again. The Suns leading. Leonard with a double team. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Here's Powell. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Highland. The three is up. It's picked off. Here's Ross. Here's Shamet. Back to Ross. Shoots it from the corner. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. The Clippers have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Here's Leonard. Comes up empty down low. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Warren for three. He buries it from 3. Warren's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, just working on extending that range. TJ Warren in the offseason wanting to be a better three-point shooter. Nice to see him knock one down.
Westbrook, he's checked in for Highland.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
From deep three-point range, Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Zubac. Back to Powell. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of a second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
That one's good from Powell. On the assist by Westbrook. Powell's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Ross for 3. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. 55 seconds left in the first half of this game. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Morris, he's checked in for the Clippers. Gordon comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Paul against Westbrook. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Paul's got 6.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
For 3, Powell. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
The Clippers trail. Now here's Gordon. Pass to Morris. There's the 3. Drills it from deep. Morris has got his second basket of the game. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
Fans, get ready for the Milwaukee.
We've got got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. Paul George out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Gordon in at small forward.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the Bucker.
Durant for 3. Knocks down the long J. Durant's got 11 points.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to George. Morris sets a screen. George drives in. And the jam by George.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So we got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Booker for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Westbrook finds George. Into the lane. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 10 points for him. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Morris for 3. The Suns clear it. Oh, George with a steal. Takes a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Paul for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Leonard against Booker. Up top, Durant. Fires the 3. The kick out to Paul. Fires the 3. Here's Ayton, and another shot. Back to Craig. Phoenix calls timeout.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Clock at 6. Biyombo can't hit.
2 minutes remaining in
The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Plumlee passes to Morris. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, the layup off target. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, They are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Morris finds George. And the jam by George.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
They set the screen. Pass to Octopi. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard for three. He goes up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
That's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Here's Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. That one's good for two. Westbrook's got his second basket on the night.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Here's Shamet. They get it back. Kicks it out to Warren. Jacks up a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Warren's got 11 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
At the line for the Clippers.
George hits them both. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. The shot's good. And the Suns lead by 14.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
For three, Westbrook. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns,
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. T.J. Warren out there with Josh Octopi. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Shamet in at the one. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Shamet, no good. The Clippers shooting about 43% on this one. George outside. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
Here's Shamet. Sends it home from three-point land. Shamet's got 9 points now in the second half. George outside. He takes it in. Oh, a special move before that shot.
Just cutting right there to the spot he wanted to get to. Paul George being very aggressive on that play.
Shamet into the lane. Outside Ross. Another three for Phoenix.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Some changes for Phoenix. And the free throw, no good.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. Out to Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
Yeah, BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. For three, Durant. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
And we might be in for a special night. KD getting it going offensively.
George passes to Leonard. Oh, denied by Durant. Slam dunk by Plumlee. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Paul against Westbrook, and there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Clippers on D. 17-point game. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
It's stolen by Leonard. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brett.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
The Suns shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Suns.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kevin Durant.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. It kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
George with it. Shot clock at 5. Looking to win the run. Morris can't hit. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Durant, no good. And here's Westbrook. Leonard outside. From deep. Misses. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Battle of the backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Now here's Ayton. Following the miss by Dylan Brooks. Octopi the pass to Paul. Durant sets a screen for Paul. The 3 sinks the three-pointer.
Dialed in from deep. I love watching Chris Paul read defenses and take what they give him.
Morant against Paul. Here's Morant. Fires from deep. The Grizzlies with another miss.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Ayton a screen on Bain. Octopi the pass to Durant. The tray. And the Suns get it back. Ayton finds KD. Ayton sets the pick for KD. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Steven Adams picks one up.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Now here's Brooks. Adams outside. Here's Morant. They can't stop the run with that one.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Outside for KD. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
One of the deadliest shooters in league history. KD especially on the catch and shoot.
Morant right side. And Morant throws it down.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
And it's Ayton missing. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 7.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Paul passes to KD. Booker outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From downtown to the inside. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention, got his teammate a clean look.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Now Morant following to cover there.
Nice. Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
KD a screen on Morant. Ball finds Durant. Phoenix no good that time either. The Grizzlies trail by 5. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Brooks the best to Adams. Back to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Six seconds left to play in the first. Here's Ayton. No good on the last second attempt there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Suns ahead.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
So on the floor for Memphis. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Adams. 6 to shoot. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Booker. Jackson misses. Suns leading by 5. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And here's Morant after the three-pointer from KD.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. It's stolen by Adams. Durant against Morant. Jacks up a 3. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
KD a screen on Morant. Passes it to KD. And the 3 off target.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there. That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
The Suns leading. Durant feeling it out a bit. Ayton sets the pick for KD. And good that time. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
Usually in a pick and roll, the 6'10 guy is setting the screen. Not KD, though.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Biombo is checked in for DeAndre. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Booker. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, and he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best. Oh, did you see that? Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Pass to Shamet. Back to Ross. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up. As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today.
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing, and you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over.
Now here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
I just love the way Jaren finishes inside with either hand. The defense can't really take everything away.
To the middle, here's Craig. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Warren. To the paint, here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Now here's Ross. There's the pass to Warren. Craig kicks to Warren. Shoots over Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Just has a knack for finding openings in the defense. You could describe Warren as opportunistic.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
No good from Ross. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Inside. Craig with it. Warren on the wing. Craig with a screen on Bain. And a close game so far through the first. Thanks for the great interview, David.
26. The Grizzlies, 23.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Now here's Paul. He's got 7. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Chris does a nice job probing the defense off the pick and roll and finding teammates.
Morant against Paul. Morant outside. He dishes it to Jackson. Paul against Morant. Lobs it up. And it's sent back by KD.
Beautiful defense from KD, a capable shot blocker, both on ball and in help situations.
Phoenix leading by 5. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. Pass to Bain. Morant drives in. And Morant throws it down.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Ayton a screen on Morant. Paul for 3. Good on the triple. Paul's got 10.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Morant. 18 points for him.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Adams with the slam.
You just can't let Adams get this deep in the paint, because when he does, he's focused on slamming it down.
Ayton a screen on Morant. Paul with the 3. Ayton. Outside for Durant. Stolen by Jackson. Pass break. Here we go. Here's Payne. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
On defense, the Grizzlies following the basket by Chris Paul. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside, Payne. Down low, and stolen by Ayton. Outside Durant. Driving the lane. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steven Adams picks one up.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Yambo, he's checked in for 8. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Ross is checked in for Booker. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Chris Paul. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Brooks. Drills it from outside. Brooks has got 6 points. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The kick out to Warren. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Now, here's Biyombo. Now, Shamet. Back to Biyombo. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Biyombo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Morant outside. Out to Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
3-point field goal.
Morant's got his 6th assist on the night.
A big-time ISO player in college. Brooks has shown the ability to play off the ball at this level.
Craig sets the screen for Ross. Goes up to the stripe. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. The Suns on top. They lead by 4. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David.
What an opportunity for Chris Paul to drive the basketball. He sees an opening and cuts inside.
Bane looking around. Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Paul against Morant. There's the drive, and then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
You gotta be faster than that to beat Ja Morant to the spot. He's too explosive.
Paul passes to Durant. Paul dishes to KD. Ayton a screen on Jackson. The offensive rebound. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Morant passes to Adams. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down. He has done everything possible to keep his team in this one. What a performance from him.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen from Memphis?
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Outside for Durant. From the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Bane's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Octopi. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? He came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Both free throws good from Morant. Suns trail by 7. And here's Booker. He kicks it to Ayton. Here's KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
And the length of Durant. He's more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing the foul.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Back to Morant. Here he goes. And finished off by Morant.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
Booker with no one around. Phoenix no good that time either.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
And stolen by Booker. Fast break, here come the Suns. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morant finds Jackson. It's Morant. I mean, that's a rugged play.
That one was big time. During the pre-draft process, some scouts felt Jackson was behind the curve as a passer. He's proven those concerns were overstated.
Now, Bain following Chris Paul's three-point attempt, and that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. 14th foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Now here's Booker. The three from KD. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
That's on Jaren Jackson.
A multiple-time champion in this league. When Kevin Durant is healthy, he's a true force.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Ayton kicks to Booker. Passes to Durant. To the middle, stolen by Brooks.
Phoenix foul. Kevin Durant. Second personal foul. 15 foul.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
There's a terrific intensity to Dillon Brooks' game. He doesn't hold back and exploits any weaknesses he can. There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.
I smack clowns with mad style.
The rivalry is real. These teams in particular have bumped heads for years.
Well, rivalries are built when something is at stake. And when you look at the entire history of this matchup, the peaks and valleys for each club, there's a little bit of distaste, which always makes for interesting viewing.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now here's Zubac. Leonard for 3. Another shot. And Zubac with the lay-in.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Right side Morant. That three's off the mark. And stolen by Morant. Jackson outside. Pass to Adams. Banked it in off the glass.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's George. Driving in, and he can't jam it through.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Walking foul called on Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul. First team foul.
Brooks against Westbrook. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Bain. Knocks it loose. From deep, Morant. Counted from distance. Morant's got 7 points in the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
The 3 from Bain. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Bain, the pass to Brooks. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George outside. Out to Covington. Pass to Westbrook. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Covington finds Leonard. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. George passes to Covington. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Think about Robert Covington's pass to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3 and D, valuable asset.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard, a unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Highland, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Pass to Highland. This one for 3. And the Clippers miss again. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. Outside Bain. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. The first free throw is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And Bain drops them both. Here's Highland. Zubac with a screen on Morant. Down low. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brooks. And there's the drive.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Shot by Leonard, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Brooks. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by Highland. Leonard on the wing. Sinks it from distance.
Kawhi Leonard, tremendous timing on that play. You've got to be shot ready on the catch.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking along. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
On the court for Memphis, Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Offensive rebound, Adams. And it's slammed.
Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Morris on the wing. And and he buries his first look. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's Powell. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Brooks finds Jackson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And the basket by Highland. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Kicks it out to Jackson. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Adams. That one no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. Here's Powell. Here's Highland, pounded by Morant. Here he goes, and then Morant with the dunk.
Yeah, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Pass to Leonard, deflects the pass. Oh, Brooks with the steal. On the wing, Bain. The three. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Highland. Out to Leonard. With the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Grant.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook comes in for Highland.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Morris passes to Zubac. 1:46 left in the first half. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Adams, the pass to Bain. Outside Morant. There's the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Morris finds George. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 5 now.
Now, Paul George has been exceptionally consistent from 3-point territory. That fluid shooting motion is something else.
Here's Morant. Offensive board. Adams goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And then Westbrook slams it in.
Well, the vision isn't only about passing. Russell sees a driving lane and goes right to it.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Off the mark there with a 3. Los Angeles has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Here's Westbrook going inside, and Westbrook slams it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And they recover it. Jackson outside. Out to the wing. Morant, the pass to Bain. Oh, wow! And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Clippers ahead, leading by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She scored. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Outside for Morant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant.
The free throw drops for Morant. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with. We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George, effective getting guys to jump on it.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Morant. Give him 23. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Leonard against Morant.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender. He just uses that body so well to contest shots.
And the basket by Plumlee.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Come on.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Morant, 6 to shoot. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And it's Westbrook off the drive. And Westbrook slams it home.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
For 3, George. Plumlee passes to George. Back to Plumlee. 4-3. And he can't get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Bain. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Shooting for Memphis, Desmond Bain. At the line for 2.
It's both from the stripe. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Westbrook, the pass to George. On the take. Oh, Adams with the block.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Leonard outside. To the paint. Here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Here's Morant. George with the block. Westbrook finds Leonard. Now George fires from deep. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Bane. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Moran. Takes it inside. He can't get it to go. And Los Angeles the other way now. And that one's good. Covington. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, you can see Covington's speed and transition opportunities. That was a nice job getting out in front.
Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up on Robert Covington. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Highland, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Morant, and he drives in.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Drives to the hoop. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Inside. Here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And the Clippers call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
So it's the Clippers now. Pass to Morris. From deep three-point range. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Clippers ahead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Morris for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Back to Bane. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And Bane drops them both. And the Clippers with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's Highland. Morris outside. Brooks against Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George outside. Fires for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now Bane. He shoots. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Plumlee a screen. The kick out to Morris. Launches a three. Sinks the tray. Morris has got 6 here in the quarter.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Jackson gets the bucket.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First team foul.
That's good from George.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
Good on both. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Morant, tipped away. Oh, George with a steal. Morris right side, back to George. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, Paul George simply stated as playing at a high level, getting to his spots and riding this wave of scoring.
Los Angeles has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. From the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Jackson with it. Picked up by Plumlee. And there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That's his first foul. So for the Clippers, Zubac, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Leonard subbed in for Gordon. Here's Morant. Jackson, the pass to Morant. George with the block.
Well, this is what makes Paul George special. Elite two-way plays, and that send-it-back block sends a message to the offense. I'm here tonight, folks.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
That's tipped and stolen by Leonard. The 3, George. And they'll get another chance. Tries again, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Jackson, pass to Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Outside Bane. And here's Morant outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. .107 left to play in the fourth quarter.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Clippers.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Oh, Leonard with the block.
Well, the instincts of Kawhi Leonard on the defensive end are so pure. Send it back Kawhi.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 9. Outside Bane. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Now here's Leonard. Morris outside. Yes. And it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Veteran players are... well represented, Greg. In this one, and all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Cameron Payne. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Craig in at the small forward position. Here's Paul. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And here is Los Angeles now. Nobody near Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from three. Boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Paul. He takes it in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. To the paint, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Leonard with the ball, guarded now by Durant. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Paul. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Westbrook kicks to George. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Here's Paul. Drives to the hoop. To the inside. And it's George finishing it off.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. Suns trail by 9. Paul outside. Over to the left wing. A wide open look here for Craig. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
And Leonard gets it to go.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Morris with the rebound.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Now, here is George. Nine points in the game so far.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
The wide open look for Durant. Another three for Phoenix.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And the wide open shot from Morris. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Ayton. Booker outside. Durant at the elbow. 4 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 5.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
On the wing, George. Back to Westbrook. And George kicks to Westbrook. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 7. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. KD sets the pick for Paul. With the shot, Booker with no one around. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Outside Westbrook. In the corner, it's Morris. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot. Here's Shamet. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Such a wide open look. 12 points for him.
And look how quick on the draw George is. The moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot.
Now, here's Shamet. Here's Ayton. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next step, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And Booker kicks to Durant. The 3. And that one's good. Shamet. Shamet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Leonard. Morris right side. The shot misses. Durant with some nice D. There's Shamet. They grab their own miss. Right wing, Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. George with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton.
And this is one of those nights where George came in aggressive and stayed that way. He's been incredible.
Shamet the pass to Durant. Another three for Phoenix.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Highland. And here's Morris for three. That shot off the mark. The Suns go the other way with it. Pass to Ayton. Craig with it. Lets it go with a three. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Durant. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Clippers leading by 5. Leonard the pass to Plumlee. And it's sent back by KD.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
Ayton finds KD. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Los Angeles making a switch here. Covington's checked in. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Yambo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. TJ Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. Okogie's checked in for Torrey Craig. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Booker. Now here's Ross. After the miss from Mason Plumlee.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Phoenix. Highland, and he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Now, here's Shamet. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Shamet the pass to Biyombo, and it's Biyombo with the jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Highland. Shamet with the steal. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't. All right, David, thank you.
36, the Suns. 35.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Robert Covington out there with Gordon. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
What tenacity from Westbrook. Gets the ball inside among the trees and finds his shot. And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Covington kicks to Zubac. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Stolen by Gordon. The pass to George. And George with the stuff.
A ferocious player in transition. George takes full advantage of the fast break when given the opportunity.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Biyombo. Durant comes in for Warren. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Paul in for Josh Okogie. Now here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena. Set to, oh my goodness, the slam!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Paul passes to Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Okogie's checked in for Phoenix. George against Booker. Crosses over.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today. Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Back to Covington. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Suns on defense. It's a 3-point game. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Paul against Westbrook, stolen by Zubac. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Leonard finds Westbrook. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The big question surrounding Russell Westbrook's career numbers: is his triple-double record unbreakable? Richard, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it may be. I didn't think anybody would get close to Oscar Robertson, Mark, and I played with Jason Kidd. Russ has completely crushed that, and he's still going.
Durant with a screen on George. Booker dishes to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Well, Devin Booker has really developed his pick-and-roll game, and let me tell you this, playing with CP3, that will help.
George looking over the floor. Outside Covington. Back to George. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Clock is at 3. For 3, Covington. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Covington with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. And here's George for 3. The 3 from Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Okogie for 3. Westbrook with the steal, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Inside, here's George.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Phoenix making a change here. Biyombo is checked in for 8. T.J. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. Terrence Ross is checked in for Booker. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Chris Paul. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 9. Biyombo kicks to Ross. Warren sets the pick for Ross. Warren on the wing. And it's Warren with the jam.
Strong take by Warren. Outstanding foul shooter as well. Not a forward you want to put on the charity stripe.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's George. Takes it inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And so it... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Landry Shamet. Bismack Biyombo is out there with T.J. Warren. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
The first one falls. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Gordon comes in for Leonard, and it's Powell in for George.
And the explosiveness, incredible. I mean, Westbrook just taking off like a rocket towards the rim on these drives.
And they'll get another chance. KD finds 8. Back to Durant. It's stolen by Morris. And stolen by Booker. KD passes to Booker. It's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Second team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Eric Gordon.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on 8. The free throw drops for Zubac.
At the line for your Clippers.
And both free throws good for Zubac. Suns trail by 13. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
That's a 2 from Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. It's Westbrook with the drive. Morris outside. There's the triple. Connects from 3-point range. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
The shot's good. And the the Clippers lead by 13.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Booker outside. It's good from long range. Booker's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Suns.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Zubac finds Westbrook, and again the Clippers good for two.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Powell against Booker. Ayton in the corner. Warren on the wing, defended by Gordon. Here's Ayton from 16 feet away. He cans it.
Oh, heads up play by Warren, spotting a wide open shooter and delivering a dime.
Here's Gordon, and Durant sends it back. And the Clippers call time here. They're ahead by 10. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. For the Clippers, Paul George, he's checked in for Norman Powell, and Kawhi Leonard comes in for Russell Westbrook. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. Landry Shamet's checked in for Phoenix. To the middle, here's George. It's good. George has got 11 in the second half.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And the wide open shot from Warren. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 4 assists in the game. Leonard dishes to Gordon. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Clippers.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paul George.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
From deep, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. The shot by George, wide open. Traps in the tray. George has got 30 points.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Now here's Leonard. So the Clippers winning this one easily. So, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
spread. A little throwback to the old days of the NBA when big men ruled.
Well, the game has become so perimeter oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive prowess.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Torrey Craig.
Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Pass to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Already a terrific career for Booker. Three-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
The kick out to Paul. Durant with a screen on Morant. Paul passes to Durant. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
Athleticism and soft hands, just a couple reasons why Durant is so lethal rolling off the screen.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Here's Morant. Will it go? Kept alive. Goes back up. Six on the shot clock. Driving inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 5.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Morant into the lane. Brooks from outside. Kevin Durant pulls it in. The Suns have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Paul with it, guarded by Morant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to
Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Paul passes to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Morant against Paul. Pass to Craig. 1:16 left to play in the first. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Morant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Booker for 3. And the Suns get it back. Back to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket.
KD depositing that second chance bucket, and most of that coming because of his length.
On the wing, Brooks. From downtown. Kicks it out to Jackson. 3-pointer. The shot off that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Left side, Durant. It's Booker on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Booker's got 8.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Durant way outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson outside. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's...
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch.
And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys, BA, are getting a little more creative in practicing that. I mean, they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
And Morant gets it to go.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
For three, Durant drops in the three. Durant's got 17.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Outside Booker, over Bain. Booker's shot is good. He's got 10.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Durant against Jackson. Pass to Craig. Launches it. The offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. Second chance shot. Outside Paul. Ayton, a screen on Morant. Paul can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, BA, if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Outside Morant. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Yeah, you might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
Ayton, the screen on Bain. Bain against Booker. The kick to Durant from deep. Outside Paul. Durant against Jackson. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. 5 to shoot. Ross for 3. And the Suns get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 19.
He's a solid rebounder for his position at forward, 6'8". T.J. Warren getting inside and being in the right spot.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Shamet, hounded by Moran. And it's Warren missing. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Bain. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Here's Shamet, hounded by Moran. Biyombo goes in. Pass to Okogie. There's a screen by Biyombo. Kicks it out to Warren. The Suns need to get off a shot. Pulls it from 20. Biyombo can't hit. The Grizzlies have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Adams uses the glass to finish the layup. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Adams, with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
With the crossover. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
But the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
Here's Shamet, hounded by Moran. Knocked loose. And so it's Phoenix. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's mostly due to their super.
The Suns, 30 seconds.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns leading. Paul with it. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Bain finds Brooks. Here's Jackson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Outside Paul. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Ayton. Lays it up and banks it in. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Adams. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Durant with a screen on Morant. Here's Paul. That one off the back iron and out. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Morant, the pass to Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Brooks has got his first basket.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Paul can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Morant finds Brooks. Now here's Adams. Drives to the hoop, to the middle. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Pass to Durant. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Durant's got 20.
You just can't let Kevin Durant have a half a second of time. If he gets that ball, it's gone, and there's points on the board.
Ayton, a screen on Morant. Here's a 3 from Paul. Ayton. Durant has the open look. And that one's long.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
The open shot by Brooks. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Brooks has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Paul, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you'd have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
And the Suns making a change here. Biyombo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. TJ Warren comes in for Durant. Okogie's checked in for Craig. And it's Ross in for Devin Booker.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
For 3, Warren. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Shamet, he's checked in for Paul. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bain. Outside Morant. 6 to shoot. Driving inside. Morant with the slam!
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Second personal foul. 13.
The free throw drops for Morant.
At the line for Memphis, John Morant.
And he can't hit the second. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Jackson against Warren. Pass to Biyombo. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 8.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
55 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shamet, hounded by Morant. And it's Warren missing. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Bain, no good. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Warren's got space. The rebound by Jackson.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Biyombo.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
Both good from the line that time. And there's a pick to the inside. And he slams it in one-handed.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Morant. The shot no good. And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. And here's Paul. Pass to Durant. Beyond the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got assist number 8 here already in the game. And stolen by Paul. And the Suns pushing it up now. And here's Ayton. Inside. Durant's shot is off.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Brooks from outside. That one is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Down low. Here's Bain.
The underrated part of Kevin Durant's game, his length and timing affecting shots.
To the paint. No luck on that one. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Brooks outside. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Paul. Pass to Craig. Lets it go from deep. Pure from 3-point range. Craig's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And here's Morant outside. Fires in the triple.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Booker finds Craig. No good from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Outside Morant. Phoenix grabs the miss. Paul's got his 4th rebound in this one. Plenty of space. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. Pass to Craig. It's Booker on the wing from behind the arc. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Jackson with a screen on Paul. And it's Morant missing. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Adams up top. Pass to Bain. Lets a three fly. And Craig pulls it down. Phoenix has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Suns.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor. You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. There's 31 seconds left in the final quarter. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Durant with a screen on Morant. Paul passes to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Off the mark. So it's the Suns winning this one. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
make a splash in hostile territory. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with the hits of Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And Adams with the slam.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Zubac, a screen on Morant. Westbrook passes to Zubac. Outside for George. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Jackson has the open look. Drills the three-pointer.
Want to impress scouts? Stand 6'11" and hit the 3 with consistency. Jackson has such a bright future.
Westbrook passes to George. Bane with it. George picks him up.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Pass to Covington. To halt the run. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
Thank you, David. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced. And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Now, here's Bane. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Back to Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Just a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Pass to Morant. Adams outside. And there's the drive. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Adams has got 6. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
The shooting of Desmond Bane, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Covington. Kicks to Leonard. And the shot goes in. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
That's tipped. Covington with the steal. Right side, Leonard. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 drives.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. The 3 from Morant. And again, Memphis no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Ooh, we got some flair on that one. Westbrook is vicious when attacking the rim.
To the paint, stolen by Zubac. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody there. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
Brooks kicks to Bain. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside, Westbrook. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
Assertive play from Russell Westbrook inside, earning himself a foul off the close defense.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Morant. Outside, Bain. Out to Morant. Brooks dishes to Morant. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
So far for me, they found a lot of good shots in the mid-range. They've been fearless attacking with the jump shot.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Highland in at the point. And finished off by Morant.
Trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Morant passes to Bain. It's Morant with the drop. And then Morant slams it in.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Leonard with the steal. George against Morant. And George kicks to Morris. Back to George. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
The pass to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Down low, Brooks. The shot from the low post is good. Brooks has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Morant. Highland with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Outside Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the dunk by Zubac.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Brooks kicks to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out hustling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Morant outside. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And former Grizzlies small forward Mike Skinny Miller here in Memphis to watch the game.
Top 30 all-time in three-point percentage. He was one of the game's elite marksmen.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bain. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. And a clever pass fake kept the D from closing in. Highlands got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles. Brooks the pass to Morant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits it.
And the wide open shot from Morris. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The Grizzlies had gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And the rejection by Zubac. To the inside. And finished off by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard will never shy away from carrying the offensive load. He can step up and do that for his team.
Morant finds Jackson. Now Adams. It's stolen by Morris. Westbrook passes to Morris. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Passes it to Jackson. Back to Morant. Leonard with the steal. Westbrook against Brooks. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard with the steal. Back to Westbrook. Left side, George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Going inside, and Morant throws it down.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Westbrook with it. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Chandler Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Hard not to foul. Jaren's a big guy who can score with either hand over either shoulder.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard. Brooks grabs the board.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Jackson. Pass to Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And for Memphis, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 22 points.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite 3-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities. Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Here's Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
You know, intensity is what makes Russell Westbrook so special. He's relentless, and it's difficult for even great players to keep up with him.
And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
So, for the Clippers, Gordon's checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and Norman Powell subbed in for Paul George. Powell for 3, trains it from beyond the arc. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
That's who you want to get it out to. Norman Powell shoots around 40% from deep almost every year.
Out to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks misses.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
It's stolen by Adams. The finish. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
A phenomenal defensive talent. Steven Adams knows how to position himself to steal the ball.
Jackson against Morris. It's deflected. Zubac, that's good.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Morant against Westbrook. Here's Adams. Outside for Jackson. Over Morris. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Jackson.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Here's Morant. Count the basket and the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Plumlee is checked in for Los Angeles. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Morris kicks to Westbrook. 1:14 left to play here in the third.
As explosive as they come at the point guard position, Russell Westbrook playing at the rim.
Morant with it. Westbrook picks him up. Pass to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. It's stolen by Morris. And here is Powell. Gordon, the pass to Powell. Takes a 3. Gordon picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. Morant outside. Here's Brooks. Can't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Powell for three. Buries it from three-point range. Powell's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers.
Off the catch, Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
It's picked off. Into the lane. Highland. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Outside, Bain. Powell with the steal. By himself, and the dunk by Powell.
Right there, Norman Powell taking over. You see the anticipation skills and the raw speed.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. And there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point guard.
Covington is a high IQ player, understands when to dish it.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Three-pointer. And another 3 for the Clippers. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And also they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Covington passes to Highland. Now the feed to Plumlee. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Brooks finds Jackson. Deflects the pass. And Memphis with another turnover here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Clippers leading by 13. It's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. Launches the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Brooks' mental game, great anticipation on that steal.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. From deep. And it's rebounded by Covington.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Highland passes to Plumlee. Plumlee with a screen on Morant. Back to Plumlee. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Morant. Powell for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Oh!
Yes! As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
There's a screen by Covington. Highland passes to Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Sure. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
And the pass to George. And Adams sends it back.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Los Angeles with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant with it. Now Covington defending. Adams outside. Back to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
Morant looking around. Whoa, hammering it in.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Here's Morant. Oh,
no, he didn't. This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Bain against George. Over Bain. Covington passes to George. Bucket is good.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Throw good, Paul George.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Oh!
Wow. I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Outside, George. From deep three-point range. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. From deep. No good. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge.
Smack clowns with mad style.